guys, it's Unoraccoon here, back again with another video. Today I wanted to do a sketchbook video. I don't know if this is really interesting, I don't know if people would want to see this, but to be honest, I really enjoy watching other people's sketchbook videos because I feel like a sketchbook can kind of tell a story, and it's cool to see people's inspirations and see what goes into a sketchbook that you might not see online or on like a professional gallery and such. I definitely do a lot of random little sketches and stuff, so I thought that might be interesting. I've got two I'm going to show. This one is from last year, so 2019, and this one is from late 2019 to this year. I've been pretty slow with it because I do a lot of digital work, so I don't always draw in sketchbooks, but I thought I would show them anyway. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to begin with the sketchbook from last year. This was early 2019 to kind of, I think, October time. Pretty slow with sketchbooks because I do a lot of digital work and then I end up drawing on random paper and stuff. So yeah, there's not a lot of stuff in here. It's been a while since I've actually looked in it, so some of it probably isn't really up to my current standard, but I thought it'd be pretty cool to show anyway. And also this time I have a slightly better backdrop. It's a blanket with me on it. I absolutely love. I got this in a trade from a user on Instagram who I'll link in the description. I believe they do commissions for these, so you can check them out if you'd like one. It's really, really high quality, really nice print, amazing artwork. I absolutely love it. So yeah, let's begin. So forgive the random red marks on my hands. I end up burning myself at work a lot because I'm an idiot. Also my camera's plugged in right now, so it's a little bit hard to record, but hopefully this is decent enough. Some of the pages are kind of mixed up as well. This is my character Sydney. He's from a comic or graphic novel series that I'm kind of working on and off. I might make it into a webcomic or maybe get it printed and available, I'm not too sure. I need to finish the comic first, but that's some concept art of him. He's a very 80s inspired retro kind of character, and the comic has a lot of these kind of settings. So also this is mostly done with Sharpies and pro markers for traditional stuff, as well as some sketches and stuff. Here's another vampire character of mine who doesn't really have that much of a story yet. I'm still working on it. This is for another comic. That is my puppet character Dennis, who was in my other video when I showed all my puppets. He's saying breakfast is served 7 till 9, which is a play on hotels when they only have like a short amount of time for breakfast. I stay in a lot of weird hotels, so yeah. That is my friend with a bucket of KFC. Just showing his love for KFC. That's a random little cat. Lots of movie tickets. That is from Men in Black International, I believe, which is pretty cool. There's me thinking about Halloween in the middle of summer, which is what normally happens to me because I love Halloween. The movie ticket, this was Ready or Not, which was a great film. You should definitely watch it if you like horror or comedy horror. Here's a comic, me and my friend at Five Guys, which is our favourite fast food restaurant, and my friend is ordering the large fries, which is actually for 4 people. This was actually a thing that happened. He ordered the large fries and the guy was like, oh, it's for 4 people, but then he ordered it anyway, and we ate them all between us. Some sketches, there's Uno, or me, there's my character Ao. That is, I believe, Sydney, and one of Sydney's friends, Holly, from the comic that I'm working on. There's my secondary persona, Dorian. That's like a full body, little like digigrade style sketch. There's some sketches of me, again, looking very tired at uni and stuff, or at work. There's Ash from Evil Dead as a wolf. I'm a huge Evil Dead fan, so I wanted to make like a furry design for Ash, which is kind of weird, but I had fun with it and a lot of people liked this one. Again, there's me and my friend in Asda car park at night being hyper, and he's just opening the trash and there's like a tyre in there and stuff. Again, my friend kept singing the song, I can't remember the name of the song, but the song that's like about being in the desert with a horse with no name, so that's him in the desert with a horse with no name. There's me listening to 80s music at work, as I normally do. Me and my friend again, we found some KFC gravy that the date was like for the year 23,000, so that was a little comic about that. I do a lot of these little comics about me and my friends just to kind of remember funny stuff that happens. I really like them. I like being able to make my friends smile with little comics and stuff. Again, more stuff with my friend. We were at a restaurant and he was kind of didn't really understand what a plant-based burger was, and there he is getting the menu. There's a language warning there. He swears a lot. Another Evil Dead thing. If any of you guys have seen Ash vs Evil Dead, which is my favourite TV show, there's Ash with his friends in kind of a furry form, It's one of the little jokes from the series. I was going to do more of these, but I haven't got around to it yet. It's a blank page. There is Dorian, my secondary persona again. And there's another Dorian. He wears kind of like gothy, military goth kind of clothes. So that was like a style for him. That is my character Ramona. She's my naked mole rat character. That is my Sonic persona, who's a wolf, like in Sonic Forces. That's Ty the Tasmanian Tiger from the old video games. And there's Ramona again. That was me in a little car. I drew that the night before I had my first driving lesson. Random dog character, kind of based on the Monster Energy colours. I just like the colour scheme, I think it's pretty cool. Another comic, me and my friend at Five Guys again. And he's pressing the red button on the wall. And it turns the restaurant into kind of like a spaceship that flies into space. And then we arrive at Planet Five Guys, which is a giant burger floating in the universe. A lot of nonsense, honestly. Me and my friend at the Chinese buffet, it's the only time he basically shuts up. Again, there's another Ramona, there's another one, there's a random characters, those aren't great, they're just experimental stuff. More unfinished stuff, that was like a pirate character that I never finished. A character from a comic I'm working on that also never got finished. A friend again doing kind of like a cowboy voice. More characters that haven't done much with yet. A lot of this stuff is for comics or stories that I just haven't finished. One day I will. Me and my friend in Levi's, he's giving me a load of stuff to carry while he's looking at more stuff. That is a very old Crash Bandicoot fan character I made when I was a kid and then decided to redraw him. His name was Diesel Bandicoot, but I don't know if I'll use him for anything, just wanted to redraw him for fun. More weird random stuff. I think that was like a different version of Uno. Yeah, that was Uno as well. Weird Crash Bandicoot, and I don't know what that one was, they're just kind of experimental. My friend expressing his love for Coca-Cola. Me and my friend at a restaurant again, and he's asking me if I'd trust him with a gun, which I most certainly would not. Having trouble turning the page, there we go. Movie tickets again, that is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which was great, really liked it. And It Chapter 2. 2019 was a good year for horror movies. 2 characters from a story I'm working on. And me as a vampire. I was watching a lot of What We Do in the Shadows, the series, which is great. Random collage I did at like 2 AM one night. I was trying to get to sleep and this didn't help. Dorian again, sketch him quite a lot. That is another vampire Uno, another random Uno, and a little cat guy. Me and my friend again at a restaurant. We go to a lot of restaurants. And he was having a political rant. I'm not a political person at all, but he used to be. And there's a posh couple leaving, and he's saying I'm glad I ruined their evening, which I don't think he did really, but it was kind of play on that for the comic. Again, me and my friend in the cinema, we were watching Shaun of the Dead, like a screening of it for Halloween, and lots of people coming in. Me and another friend, we were outside a concert, and he was commenting on my shoes, because I often wear really weird shoes and not just trainers. Again, this was the day after a concert, me and my friend chilling at home. He was trying to convince me to not do any work that day, because I overwork myself a lot. I try not to do that. Halloween collage, that was from I think it was Asda's Halloween magazine. It's a character of mine called Hex, who's from another story I'm working on. It's kind of this lazy, chubby little creature who just sleeps on the job and eats a lot of junk food. Another Halloween collage, just kind of shiny under the light. Another unfinished thing with characters. Halloween collage, these are kind of colour-coded. Hex again, I was just playing around with shirts you could wear. This one says, cool kids are born in autumn, and that one says, this is my spooky shirt. And these were kind of, if you guys have seen like on Facebook, you can get those shirts that come from like really dodgy links. No one ever orders them, so I don't know if they really exist. But I imagine he would wear those kind of cheesy shirts with little slogans on them. Pumpkin spice bagels, which I wish they would sell all year round. Me and my friend again at the same restaurant that we always go to. He's doing a really weird face, which looked like this, and then he's saying, I'm saying it's scary, and he's saying, I know, I don't like it, and then I'm saying, you've scared yourself. Me and another friend, we were watching The Lost Boys, and just commenting on 80s horror films. This was after watching Zombieland 2, which was also great. Friend and I in that scene of the binoculars. Oh, some of these aren't mine. This was my friend who goes by Glad the Fox on Instagram. He's one of my best friends, and he did some little sketches. That's like a furry character with like human eyes, and this very tired guy we created. We did these at Fur Meet. That's my version of him. Another sketch says, "He broke my ear and now my spirit." I don't really remember what that was, but yeah. It's another character. More stuff, another character, random picture of a pumpkin, my friend eating McDonald's. My friend's characters as humans, kind of weird, I might redo them at some point. Another Halloween collage. Oh yeah, here's a full page. This is a werewolf character probably for a comic. I'm kind of playing around with this character still. Just wanted to draw a werewolf for Halloween. More stuff after watching Zombieland 2, me saying I want to drive that monster truck from Zombieland 2. And my friend telling me to move the mirrors on the car because I always forget and just leave them out and then they get scraped. Me and my friend playing Call of Duty Zombies. We were doing that back in November. These were, I did a freelance job for Crayola. So I was in an advert for Crayola, which I don't think has been released yet. But they asked me to draw like a character face. Did a few of these sketches just to kind of get used to what I was going to be drawing on the whiteboard in the advert. More comics with my friend. He's saying my life is just like The Shining. Debenhams is the Overlook Hotel. He used to work in Debenhams, so yeah. Again, the Crayola thing. There is the Addams Family animated version. Wasn't as good as the 90s ones, but it was still okay. I think we're getting into like December time here actually. There's my friend opening the car and it's all steamed up and frosty. Oh, that was, we went to watch Doctor Sleep and we were watching the scene where they're in like the movie theatre. Well, we were also in the movie theatre, so yeah. Some stuff. This wire is in the way, my camera's plugged in, so it's probably not great. There's Sonic, Ripperoo, Dingodile, Crash Bandicoot. I'm a huge Crash Bandicoot fan, so I draw them a lot. There's the ticket from Zombieland 2. My friend saying, "Hi, I'm Jonathan and I'm addicted to Coca-Cola." My old character Sai, I used to have a fursuit of him. Well, I still have it, but I don't really use it anymore. He's my one-eyed cat. There is MC Scat Cat. If any of you guys have seen the old 80s music videos of him, I always absolutely loved him. So it's just a drawing of him. That's my kind of Crash Bandicoot fan character. Never really did much with her, but there's some sketches anyway. There's another one. That's another character of mine I haven't used in absolutely ages. There is my character Sydney as a vampire, like a cheesy kind of Halloween vampire. As a Friends character. These are more Friends characters. That is some kind of weird desert coyote. It's not really anyone in particular, it's just experimental thing. More packaging from Halloween bagels. And another Sydney. Always be excellent to each other, which is from Bill and Ted, which is a great film and also a great piece of advice. It's an unfinished sketch. This is another sketch. My friend trying to get the sat-nav mount to work and it just didn't, it kept falling off. This is from a story that I'm writing kind of on and off. This is my character Buttons. He's like a steampunk explorer guy. So it says Tales of Great Adventure. And there is a mask which I think is from a Halloween cake. And that's the end, so that's that sketchbook. That is from last year. I've got another one I'm going to share in a minute, so yeah, hopefully that was interesting. Some of it's decent. So, this sketchbook is from kind of late 2019 to early 2020. It's not actually complete. I've decided to show it anyway just because it'll probably take me a long time to complete. I'm very slow with sketchbooks and don't really draw in here as much as I used to. But I figured it's worth showing anyway, so let's begin. There is packaging from Ghostbusters candy sticks, which tasted like chalk, but I ate them all anyway because I'm a weirdo. This is actually from the 2016 Ghostbusters, which I really like. People can complain at me for that if they want, but I like all versions of Ghostbusters. I'm a big fan. So Halloween stuff from, I think this is from another Asda magazine from Halloween. Just a collage, another Halloween collage. That was me and my friend. We were playing Black Ops and we found some like Five Nights at Freddy's maps, so I wanted to draw us in that. Again, this is like markers and it's a mixture of markers and colour pencils and ink, just whatever I can get really. Nothing super specific. More Halloween stuff. That is one of my old Crash Bandicoot characters. More random stuff. Train tickets, Crash Bandicoot, weird stuff. More Crash Bandicoot fan characters, little comics. I don't do a lot with these, but I've got a few Crash characters. I'm really into Crash Bandicoot, so it's fun to make my own characters. I was kind of playing with the idea that they'd work in like a garage, like in Crash Team Racing. So yeah, this guy was a design for a possum puppet that I made. It was an artistic liberty commission, so I did this design and then I made the actual puppet based on it. I think there's a video of him on my channel somewhere a bit further back. Can't quite remember, but if you have a look on my channel, there should be a video of him. Another little comic. I was going to do a full series of these. Things that aren't allowed in Jonathan's car. This is using the horn, and there's some pedestrians getting startled. I had a whole list of stuff that I was going to do for these, but I haven't really done any more yet. I will one day. There's my secondary persona, Dorian, again. That is Booger from Tank Girl. I'm really into the Tank Girl comics and the movie, with a Christmas hat. That is from a screening of Gremlins and Frozen 2. To be honest, I liked the first Frozen more, but yeah, Frozen 2 was decent, and Gremlins was really cool. Always is. I've seen it many times. There's Krampus. Did my own take on Krampus the year before as well, but I was kind of getting a different vibe from him, like a more vintagey kind of vibe. So I did my own second take on him. Quite like how that one turned out. More cinema tickets. There is Star Wars and Jojo Rabbit. They were both really good. There's my character Ramona. Some little comics from Christmas shopping with my friends. Here was the peanut butter section in Debenhams because I'm addicted to peanut butter. More of these. My friend trying to stop my other friend from going in the Bose store, which is very overpriced. Yeah, lots of weird out of context stuff. It's one of my secondary personas, never finished that one. More cinema tickets. There's Fantasy Island, which was kind of weird. Invisible Man, which was pretty good, and there is a train ticket. Can't remember when that's from, it's probably Leeds or something. Me and my friend getting ready to go to the Smokehouse restaurant, and he's saying it's going to be absolutely packed, and then we get there and it's just deserted, which is what really happened. These were puppet sketches I didn't finish, they're kind of blurry. It's my character Dennis in like an anthro form. I imagine he'd wear like kind of 70s vintage clothes. And there is another Christmas themed character of mine. Christmas collage. There's my drawing of Krampus with like a load of Christmas stuff. There's a lot of stuff from I went to the pantomime I always do every year, so there's stuff from like the flyers and stuff. That's my friend's character Umbra in like a Christmassy theme. Two more of my friend's characters, Glad and Charm, but as dragons. I was playing a lot of Spyro over Christmas on the Switch, so drawing my friend's characters as dragons. There's me as a dragon, lots of Spyro inspired stuff. That is from a screening of The Lost Boys, which is a great film. And The Boy 2, I never even saw the original one, but the second one was quite good. Lots of sketches of Uno, more of that, just random sketches. Another comic about me and my friend getting lost on the way to the cinema and ending up in Leeds, which was kind of funny. Another friend's character is a dragon. Another cinema ticket for the Sonic movie. Saw that a couple times, 3 times actually. To be honest, like the Sonic movie was a bit weird for me at first because I grew up with Sonic, so like it's very different to the games. But after watching it a couple times, it kind of grew on me. I guess it's like a slightly different universe. But then Sonic has always had different universes, so I guess that makes sense. That's me looking at the Golden Gate Bridge. I've never been there, but I had a dream like this, so I wanted to draw it. I'd like to go there one day. There's another secondary persona. Her name's Phoenix. She's also a raccoon. These were like the first sketches I did of her when I was trying to find a decent design. Phoenix again. That's a random psychedelic guy, rainbow thing. Uno. These are characters from a story that I'm writing. That's Buttons and his friends. It's kind of like a gothic-y steampunk story I'm still working on. That's me and my friend at the trading store, and there's a kid throwing a tantrum over not liking Shark Tale. I just found that funny, so wanted to draw it. This is my character Crackers. He's like a ringmaster, creepy Halloween ringmaster. He's also from a story I'm working on. Me and my friend, we went to watch Birds of Prey, which is great. He's saying Gotham is like Wakefield, which is the town where we live, which is kind of really crappy. And me saying we should rob Costa Coffee on the way out. Me and my friend in Five Guys eating as many free peanuts as possible before we get our actual order. And there's Phoenix again. Sketches, random stuff, unfinished stuff. More comics with my friend, him saying a load of really weird stuff. Eating a sandwich with a fork, which I thought was hilarious. More weird stuff. Lots of these, I do a lot of these just because I like to remember stuff that people say that I find funny. Stuff from Birds of Prey, I saw it in the cinema quite a few times because I just really, really enjoyed it. It's a great film. I know people had like a lot of mixed feelings on it, but I personally really liked it. It's very much up my street in terms of films, so I kept a lot of the tickets and stuff. Crash Bandicoot, again, like a pilot crash. That is a comic. I was staying at my friend's house and he brought in a pizza at like 4 AM. There's Phoenix again. That is my werewolf character Duke. He's from a comic that I'm doing. That's something that I never finished. More sketches of characters from my comic. One of many comics that I'm doing. There's Duke again. Some other like Halloween type characters. Eventually I will actually finish these comics. There's a load of stuff. Random collage things. Human versions of characters from my story. There's Duke again. That is his human form. I was trying to figure out how to make him look similar but also in a human form and also in a wolf form. There's Sonic. This is Chester. He's a puppet design for my friend, so I'm actually making him at the moment into a puppet on commission. So he's like artistic liberty commission. So he's going to be really fun to make. More random stuff, unfinished stuff. More random sketches. Lots of random, unfinished, weird sketches. Me and my friend having pizza outside during quarantine. Cinema tickets from not long ago. That was a screening of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which was actually a couple days ago. Really enjoyed seeing it on the big screen. And Inception as well, which I'd never seen before, but it was pretty cool. Kind of confusing, but pretty cool. It's my friend's character, Jerry the French Bulldog. This is a commission. I'm going to cut this out and laminate it, but I'm making this character into a fursuit. So I'm going to send this badge out as well when I'm finished with that. And I think that's it. That was just me testing out pens on there. So yeah, that's that one. So I hope you all enjoyed the little sketchbook tour. If you'd like to see more of these, I do have more older sketchbooks and probably will have more in future. So if you like this, let me know and maybe I can record some of the older ones or new ones when I finish them. If people like it, I'm definitely up for doing more. It's quite fun to flip through and just talk about different drawings and stuff that I've done. I do take art commissions also, I'm just going to say. Obviously they would be finished pieces, they can be digital or traditional, but they'd be more finished than a lot of the little sketches that I have. So if you'd like one of those, feel free to message me on any of the social media links in the description. I'll get your message. And you can also see more of my artwork there, more of my digital stuff, more stuff about my own characters and comics and stuff that I mentioned briefly. It's all down there in the galleries on Instagram and on Deviantart, Furaffinity. Some of it on Facebook, but not too much. So yeah, if you have any questions, if you've got any suggestions or videos you want to see, any commission inquiries, anything of the sort, feel free to let me know in the comments or anywhere else. And yeah, hopefully I'll have another video up soon. I will see you all next time.